Last time on the Social Ecology Rangers.
Just wish I could be a normal teen.
Social Ecology Rangers. Capitalism threatens humanity's place on Earth.
Save humanity, but I can't even pass bumper sticker class. I don't know if I can do this.
It's morphin' time! We now return to our teen heroes as they fight the ideological foot soldiers of capitalism.
Economism is using spreadsheets and calculators to justify starvation and homelessness. Convincing people that what we need is impossible.
Clericism's using a false interpretation of expertise and specialization to unjustly exclude and dehumanize people, denying everyone dignity and a say in their own lives.
I don't know if I can hold out much longer. They're overpowering us.
We're not gonna make it.
Quick, everybody in here. We can block the entrance. That should hold it. What are we gonna do?
I've got an idea. Team, requesting consent to establish a temporary horizontal facilitation structure with myself as the recallable director and strategist.
I consent. Quick, swear the oath.
I solemnly swear to not overstep the bounds of my role, which is limited to the completion of this one task, and I claim no authority to enforce my facilitation except by our shared goodwill.
We pledge to hold you responsible and refuse to follow unethical directives.
All right, team. First, we're going to build educational resources, including radical libraries and reading groups, and build friendships with our neighbors and our communities, and leverage those as the first steps into establishing face-to-face, directly democratic counterpower institutions.
Face-to-face, but what about accessibility concerns? Can't we vote online as well?
No, and that's a great point. It's important that everyone's voice is welcome. Of course, we can vote online as well, but there's more to democracy than just voting. The crucial thing that we learn to do online is deliberate together, to build a democratic experience and education. We can build the new and the shelve the old, create counterpower institutions that provide for people and can challenge the powers that be, starting at the local level.
But the climate crisis is global. How can a local direct democracy tackle global concerns?
So here's the idea. The local assemblies confederate into larger regional and then eventually global assemblies to coordinate on global concerns and allowing for a sort of flowing back and forth relationship between big picture coordination and smaller local implementations. That means that everyone gets a democratic right to participate in a global democratic society for the first time in human history.
But how will people have enough time to participate in these directly democratic meetings? They have to go to work.
Well, that's why in a social ecological society, we abolish work. Society can be organized by free association on a cornucopia of circulating abundance and ecological post-scarcity technology. Eventually, anyways, but in the transitionary period, what we're dealing with more imminently, we can do things like reduce the work week, provide paid time for democratic engagement, and things like that. And there is some significant debate on whether we can fully abolish work, like entirely, or whether that's the best way to describe it. Maybe unpleasant tasks can be made into a type of play, for example, through cultural intervention. But in any case, we all agree that the era of tedious, painful, excessive, compulsory toil as a way of life needs to be permanently ended.
But what if people reject these ideas as utopian?
We just explained that what we're proposing is a scientific utopianism, where we think of the utopian goals that we want to achieve in principle, a perfected and democratic, joyful society, and then experiment with implementations of those ideas at the local level, connecting with the people who actually live there, mixing in local history, pulling on other influences, and then use that experimental process to further develop our idea of utopia, which we share, and so on. You know, utopian ideas affect the way we organize, and the way that we organize affects our utopian ideas. So yes, we're unabashedly utopian, and so is anyone who hopes or dreams of a better world. And honestly, facing climate crisis caused by climate change, we have no other choice but to aggressively become utopian scientists. We're going to plant a truth seed right in their heart until their eyes bloom.
Whoa.
Are you with me?
Let's do it.
Yeah, social ecology, utopian scientific.
Hierarchism and economism are going down.
Yeah, let's stick it to them.
Gordon, look! They're doing it! The tide of the battle is turning! The foot soldiers of capitalism have no imagination, and they can't keep up with artists in the world of dreams!
That's right, Omega-6. Thanks to those special teens, the end of capitalism is becoming easier to imagine than the end of the world.
I'm doing it! I'm imagining the end of capitalism right now! It's so beautiful!
It's not just beautiful, it's important. Murray Bookchin, the founder of social ecology, said that mere economic deprivation is not enough. It's the space between what is and what should be that is the nesting ground for revolution. By envisioning a better world, we keep hope alive in our hearts. The hopeless don't revolt, because revolution is an act of hope. That's a Kropotkin quote, but it's also a theme of Rian Johnson's offbeat take on Star Wars, Episode 8, personal favorite of Gordon, casino scene, amazing stuff. And that's why utopian thought and practice is so important.
Godfrey, we got capitalism right where we want him, and we got a once-in-a-lifetime shot. You're the only one close enough who can get it. The service vent, Godfrey, it's about 144 characters wide. We need someone to lob a good zinger in there that sums up all this political
You
stuff.
guys know I'm only gonna get one run at this. I don't know if I can boil all of my ideas down to just 144 characters.
You're the only one local enough. You're the only one close enough to do it.
This is not my strong suit.
You're neighboring the
I'm
vent.
failing bumper sticker class.
We believe in you. You can do it.
Here goes nothing.
Will the Social Ecology Rangers' tweet-sized dunk be so devastating that it takes down capitalism once and for all? Will Godfrey, who just wants to be a normal teen, be able to overcome his fear of bumper sticker length communication in order to take the whole thing down and usher in a new utopian, ecological, directly democratic society, a commune of communes where people are paid according to need and where everyone has a democratic say in their lives in ways beyond even the wildest reaches of our imagination? Stay tuned to find out on Social Ecology Rangers.